Hey trainers, and welcome to our guide for the 2021 Halloween Cup. In today's video, we'll have some of the best Pokemon to use for your team. We have some sinister picks to consider this year, so cue the intro and let's get spooky. Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video. So around this time last year, we released a prep guide for the 2020 Halloween Cup. This spooky cup follows the Great League's 1500 power cap and only permits Ghost, Bug, Dark, Poison, and Fairy type Pokemon. While the rules for the cup haven't changed, this year's league will have a meta shift because of new contenders, so today we'll be detailing 5 brand new faces to use in this cup. So let's kick things off and meet our first ghoulish ghost, Cofagrigus. Now this Pokemon has been unimpressive for a while, and that's due to its fast attack Hex. But with the recent addition of Shadow Claw, Cofagrigus is now a force to be reckoned with. And since this cup features limited Pokemon types, it will be no exception. One of its strong points is its bulky defense. It'll often take multiple hits before going down, outside of Ghost and Dark type moves. In terms of its moveset, you'll definitely want Shadow Claw as a fast move, along with Psychic and Shadow Ball for charged moves. Psychic will put the hurt on most poison types, while Shadow Ball will help you blow through most matchups. Another benefit it has in this cup is that it resists poison types. Even though Poison Fang will lower its defense, Cofagrigus will still put in a lot of work against them before going down. On the other hand, it won't be able to combat dark types, so I recommend having a fairy backup ready, such as Wigglytuff or Azumarill. Even with this weakness, I see Cofagrigus being a staple this year. If you don't have one yet, you can find Yamask spawning in the wild, in eggs, and in field research during the Halloween event. On to our next Pokemon, Golbat is another fighter who will perform well in this cup. Right off the bat, Golbat has no weaknesses to any of the Halloween Cup types. Furthermore, it resists fairy type attacks, which will be quite an impressive force this year. For its moveset, you'll want to pair the fast move Wing Attack with the charged moves Poison Fang and Shadow Ball. Wing Attack will decimate most bug types that cross your path, while Poison Fang will bring the hurt by lowering your opponent's defense with each use. In some cases, this will force your opponent to switch, thus giving you a slight advantage in the set. And if you come up against a Ghost type, then Shadow Ball will make quick work of them. Another poisonous player you could use is Nidoqueen. Like Golbat, Nidoqueen received a massive buff last season and is now a far stronger contender in the Great League. Another advantage it has is its unique typing. It's only weak to Water, Ice, Ground, and Psychic, so outside of a few matchups like Jellicent and Azumarill, you'll do pretty well. And even so, Poison Fang will help chip down your opponent's defense and turn those matches in your favor. Moving on to a 12K exclusive Pokemon, Mandibuzz will be an absolute vulture in this cup. It's one of the bulkiest Pokemon in the Great League, so it's going to excel in this cup without a doubt. In terms of its moveset, Mandibuzz can use either Snarl or Air Slash for fast moves. As for charged moves, you'll want to double up with Aerial Ace and Foul Play. Its variety of fast moves depends on what type of attacker you want Mandibuzz to be. If you want more energy, then use Snarl, but if you want to maximize your damage output, then Air Slash is the way to go. This Pokemon will excel against Bug and Ghost types, though you'll be extremely vulnerable to Fairy type Pokemon. This is where Aerial Ace comes in handy, so you can at least inflict some decent damage against them. Additionally, you can cover its weaknesses by having a Poison type on your team, such as Golbat or Nidoqueen. Now before we talk about our last pick, let's bring up some honorable mentions. You might be wondering why I didn't talk about Azumarill, Alolan Marowak, or Beedrill, all of which are Halloween Cup staples. The reason they weren't included is because they were featured in my prep guide from last year, so if you want to learn more about those Pokemon, I'll have a link to that video in the description. I will say, however, that because Umbreon receives Psychic during Calm Day, it will be a niche option to deal with the Cup's poison types. However, it makes it even more susceptible to Dark type matchups, so make sure you either have a Dark type counter or give it last resort. At the same time, Alolan Marowak received Shadow Bone towards the end of last year's Halloween event, and even though it's been nerfed in the past, it's still a solid option for this cup. If you don't have it though, it's not really something I'd go crazy for. Shadow Ball works equally as well and doesn't require an elite TM. Alright, without further ado, let's get into the final freak of our Halloween prep guide. For our final pick, let's talk about the Stone Home Pokemon, Crustle. Crustle isn't seen too much in the usual Great League, and that's because steel types like Skarmory and Galarian Stunfisk keep it in check. But with no steel types in the Halloween meta, Crustle will have a chance to come out of its shell. Its fast attack will really smack down bug types, while X-Scissor will combat dark types. While Crustle is a solid option for the Halloween Cup, it does get spooked by water Pokemon. There aren't many hard counters to these specific Pokemon, so just be aware they exist if you choose to use it. Despite its flaw, Crustle still has a number of notable matchups, including Golbat, Mandibuzz, Alolan Marowak, and more. And as an added bonus, Crustle only costs 10,000 Stardust to unlock a second charge move, which is the cheapest dust investment you can make. If you're limited on Stardust, then you should consider using this cost-efficient crab. And that wraps up our prep guide for the 2021 Halloween Cup. Will you be using any of these Pokemon on your team? Let me know down in the comments. And if you like this video, consider giving it a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. We'll be doing another prep guide for the Player's Choice Cup coming up in about a month. I can't wait to see what cups we get to vote on. And if you haven't already, go check out Chris's Trevenant analysis from earlier this month. Phantump is coming to the game next week, and Trevenant is another excellent choice for this cup. If you want to check it out, I'll have a link to it in the description. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Stay spooky.